Well, hello all you alchemites, and welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful autumn day here in the UK. It's still a bit cold. It was 6 degrees. I'm steaming up actually. Just let some air in. It was 6 degrees this morning. That's 42 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're a little bit chilly. So we've waited for it to warm up just a tad, and if you noticed, I'm still in the fingerless gloves as well. I braved it today, a couple of layers on underneath. So I think the maximum temperature today is about 12 degrees, but it's still beautiful for riding. You can see the colour now on the ground as things start to change. The autumn, or the fall if you are from the US of A. So we'll start off with welcoming the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you very much. We're going in the right direction, that's a good thing. So obviously time to start planning what's going on now for the coming months ahead, as the ride outs get few and far between. But I promise you, on days like this, we will be doing our best to get out there. And show you some of the local sites close to me. The plan was to get up very early this morning and go and do a little vlog special, but for one, I had a lie-in for once in my life, and two, it was a tad chilly. So but there's some great places local that I've not took you guys before. So this particular one, can't believe I'm steaming up. I'm gonna have to do something about that in a minute. I've got the vents open. Is Joel Lane in G Cross, which gives you a lookout over Manchester and beyond at the top, and it's quite popular, as you can see. So at the top of the lane, you see these beautiful houses, and it drops down to a little narrow single track at the bottom, and then down towards the bottom of Hyde. So the views start to open up now. Look at that, folks. So like I said, there's still a lot of places local that you can go just to get the views, you know, from far and beyond, from around about where you live. So we'll point a few places out. At the bottom of here was a public house, restaurant, demolished a long time ago. So we'll just park up down here. There's a second viewpoint further down, so we'll go there in a bit. But over to the right, he's heading over towards the Derbyshire side of things. So like I said, we can just park up here a tick. In fact, we'll get round there. And then there was a house at the bottom as well. Don't know if that's still there. So how about this, folks? This is only, what, 10 minutes from my house. Something I've not shown you before. So here we go, look at this. we've almost got a 360, well we have got a 360 degree view from the top of this hill. So Manchester, you probably won't be able to see, we'll do a zoom shot in a minute, is over that way. It's Manchester city centre, you can see that in all its glory. And that's one of the clearest you'll see that. Normally it's all shrouded in mist and fog and what have you, so. Quite lucky today that it's actually got the blue skies dangling over it. You can see the planes, well you can't see the planes probably on that camera, but the planes are coming in to land at the airport. Straight behind me is where I live, and then it's just fading a bit now, you probably can't miss that, but IKEA, you can't miss IKEA. That's standing out in Ashton Town Centre. Absolutely brilliant place. You know, it'd be a great place for a meet round here, wouldn't it? You get a good 50-60 bikes in here. I have to remember that one for the spring. So there's a little view card here. And this one we're going to do on the way back. Malandra at Roman Fort. Okay, so like I said, we'll head back down the lane in towards Etherow Country Park, and then head over into Glossop, and then finish off at Malandra Roman Fort. So quite an interesting day. We'll see you on the bike, folks. You know, I don't know why I don't come up here more often, especially, you know, it's getting colder now. I should have been up here when the heat of the summer was on us, but nonetheless, still a fantastic day. Last little look over at the Derbyshire side of the countryside. And you just pick out Kinder Scout, the peak just in the middle. Now we've ridden over there and passed there a few times. That's over towards Hayfield, and that lane down behind me drops down back towards Hyde, and a bit rough that lane. It's doable, but it's better on an adventure bike, so we'll leave that one for another time. And in the meantime, we'll carry on with this fantastic view over to the right of me. You can see how popular it is though today. You would love to bring the kids, the families out. And that has particularly gone quite mild now. But sometimes you just don't have to go that far to find somewhere to enjoy yourselves. Everyone's got the local places, and we're quite lucky, I've said that before, where I do live, that we have a good choice of places to go. And it's funny really, because it's, you know, how small the city looks when you're on the viewpoints looking down, almost like a pinprick on a map. Apart from the tall skyscrapers, there's like a clump of grey of them, and they sort of look like, you know, the evil side of town. There's the last look at Manchester now, and we head around. Now this is quite a steep one, this, so when the leaves are falling a bit more, it's quite a tricky road to navigate. Steep with a lot of bends on it. Well, a glorious view now over to the Derbyshire side. say it again, I'm so lucky. The roads are quite clear actually, so, but yeah, if this was full of leaves now and wet on this downhill, and a lot of horses as well up and down these roads, so manure and leaves isn't a good mix with your bike tyres. Now, did actually put a post up on a corner which has been knocked down, probably by another van at some point. Getting ready for all these winter projects. See, it's obviously busy. Look at all these cars, which is what we did say. Unfortunately, we can do a little bit of cheating. There we go. Now, you wouldn't believe that, would you? So if you want to come and feed the ducks, this is the place. So you can see what a fantastic place to come. Literally sort of 20 minutes from my house. The boat's behind me. So like I said, it just shows you don't have to go far really to find anywhere decent. Split between two lakes around here. So cracking place just to walk around. Anything biting? Yeah. So here's some local fishermen. You just had a £15 water mirror?
No, common.
Oh, common.
Yeah.
Proves the point, there is fish in this lake. See you later. So the very first date I had with my lovely better half Alison was along here. Hey, how romantic is that? We're not going to walk all the way down there, but we walked all around till the sun went down. Fantastic. Geez, warmer than you think today. There you go, folks, that is Etherow Country Park. I'm just going to jump back on the bike now and head over the tops. She's right behind me, and take the road over to Malandra, where we will show you a genuine Roman fort. See you on the bike. So I'm just going to drop this one in, but a few others have, but I think $1 Million Bogan has, well, he's not stepped the mark, has he? But I must admit, just going on that briefly, when I watched that vlog inside Geelong, Harley Davidson, I was thinking, going to get some shit over this. I know, I was right, he did. So whatever that's about, I mean, for it to make MDB do that vlog to say he's quitting vlogging, at least for the time being, is a little extreme. And yeah, a lot of us don't be told what to do. And in that situation, I think he didn't do anything wrong, but the fact is, when it's on film, it is open to scrutiny, and we all are when we're filming. You know, whether that's something we've said, whether it's, you know, some speed we've been doing that's captured on film, or something illegal or whatever, we're all open to scrutiny. And that's the risk. And sometimes, you know, you have to take a slap on the wrist and carry on. So whatever he does with that, time will tell. But certainly, I don't think it was aimed solely at MDP. I think it was just a situation of where he were. It's just a bit like, in football terms, wearing a Man City shirt in a United Stadium. But anyway, that's to do with him. This is my day. Bit of a chill there when the speed gets up. And the only problem with it round here, it's not a problem, but you do get a lot of horse riders. But this road in particular, just got to be careful now because of some of the autumn leaves. It's still a bit damp from the rain yesterday in parts, so a fantastic road. And there's a right turn up ahead which goes to some single tracks, but I know that's going to be leafy and wet, so we're going to stick on this one, which you forget how good these bends are. And it's only the cars that stop you having fun. So all these places you can park up, and these other little tracks you can just go off and walk around here. You see some of the wet now that's running off the hills, so that side of the road is wet and this side's dry. And that's why you've just got to be careful, especially this time of year now. It's catching a little bit of the water here now on this side. And opening out to another spectacular view on this road. And again, this is the Derbyshire side. So overlooking the towns of Glossop, Hadfield and Padfield, and then through the left hand side just up over that way, over towards Woodhead Pass and the reservoirs. So I'm guessing today would have been the day to try out ND filters, which I've not managed to get yet. I'm just looking into them and doing a bit of homework, because it's like, you know, ND1, ND2 or whatever they're called, they're all numbered for particular sort of scenes of day. And the one I'm interested in, because when you look back on GoPro footage sometimes, it doesn't matter whether you've got a GoPro bloody, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or even the new 9, what happens is, and I find this as well with trees, And interestingly, watching a lot of 4K footage, even say from Itchy Boots and the like, who, you know, does some fantastic vlogs. By the way, she doesn't need any more subscribers, she's got enough, so if this is the first time, just make sure you do subscribe to my channel. But yeah, and they sort of pixelate, so it doesn't matter whether, and I've tried all the settings of 1080, you know, 60, which is quite popular. I tried 80 on the last one, which was a good setting to have, even going up to 120. Now the good thing about 120, and you can even match that, is when you're slowing down the video footage for slow-mo shots when you're in the edit mode. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, that's your 120 is great for doing that, because it's so super smooth. I don't get a lot of opportunities to do that, although I do some slow-mo sometimes, but to change your camera mode just for that one shot isn't worth it. Now, I've not been here for, well, I've obviously been around these roads, but I've not been up to Malandra for a number of years, and I think there should be a sign for it down here somewhere. So your very own Roman fort, or what's left of it, within sort of 15 minutes of where I live. Nice plot there. Another thing with the Romans as well, now I've got a special vlog that I'm hoping to bring before the winter sets in as well, depending on the weather and everything. So but the Romans, where I used to work in Buxton, one of the roads, Spatham Gate road to the Bath, was a Roman road that followed over to the Derbyshire hills. And what you find is that from where this fort is, you can plot a route of where they used to march around and over these hills and so forth, up to Northumberland and beyond, and towards Hadrian's Wall. But this particular one is at the back of a housing estate. And there we go, Malandra Castle. So, not your best housing estate either. Sorry for anyone who does live around here, but it's not very awe-inspiring to me. I do apologise. It's the last place you would think. So we need to just pull up on the left. As I say, it's not much left of it, but here we are. There'll be a few footstones and things we can see. So I guess if you guys were expecting to see some sprawling fort with soldiers guarding it, I'm very sorry. But there is some stone. You can see a few in front of me, but we'll pick them out in a bit. So yes, this is Malandra Castle. So it doesn't look much, but where I'm walking now would have been the garrison walls, and then there's an entrance we're coming down to now. So underneath the embankment is actually some of the old footstones. And at one time when I came here a few years ago, it was less grown over, been cut back so you can see more of the ruin. But it is a site of interest, but doesn't get the love, I suppose, as some of the other ruins in the UK. So you can just see the embankment now behind. So one time that would have been a lot higher, would have had sentry posts in it and cooking rooms and all the other things the Romans did. Just a shame they don't keep it uncovered. So there you have it, and I think the only stone you can see are directly in front of the bike. A few footstones there, but they are all the way around the perimeter, and I do remember, like I said, when I was having the walk round, then on top of the hill and underneath the earth there is a lot of stonework, and in the middle as well, but it's been left to grow over a bit, which is a shame. So that's it, a little bit of local history. So on that note, and as Scooby-Doo once said, let's get out of here. Always damn busy coming up to this little roundabout. I always think, you know, people like that, you know, oh, alright, you got to ask me, you're taking a breath, but, you know, young and fit like that, why stop the traffic when you can just jog across the road? Why press the button and stop traffic? Unless you're, you know, 86 years old with a stick and you're struggling. Surely you can just jog across the road. That's not tightening up very well. I'll look into that. We've not got the 5 on anyway. Okay folks, so hope you've enjoyed that little local tour round of spots to visit near me. We got some good stuff coming up soon, as usual on the channel. And if you've recently subscribed, I'll say again thank you. If you haven't subscribed, because I'll tell you what, quickly before I go, I notice sometimes I get peaks and then it eases off and then it peaks as you do, as you put new vlogs on and so forth. And I have videos from 2 years ago hitting, you know, 70,000 views, 20,000 views and so forth, and you know, they keep the channel alive for new viewers. And if you're one of those that have watched that, say like the tuning series or whatever, you know, I do the same. If I'm looking for advice, I'll scroll through videos. So, but 70% watching and not subscribing to an average 30. I want to get that up to about 45% subscribers watching. So yeah, if you haven't ticked it, it doesn't take much. Just tick the box and subscribe for some fantastic content and for the future of ALCHEMOTO. Please like the videos if you have enjoyed watching them, because again that helps to all towards the YouTube algorithm and puts my videos higher up in the search ratings. And please comment, because doesn't matter where you are in the world, I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching folks. ALCHEMOTO out.